Brought to you by The Vault.
Hi, I'm Shy.
And I'm Kathy, and this is our Girlfriends Talk Show where each week we have fun and we spill the tea.
Or the wine. Be sure to find us wherever you listen to your podcast and follow us on social media.
Hey everybody, welcome to Girlfriends episode. Oh, no. Girlfriends Talk Show. I only had like 3 sips
I think you're
of wine.
already a bottle in.
I'm not. I wish I was. Been working all day, man. But yeah, so Girlfriends Talk Show. This is season 2, episode 14. We're 14 deep already. And
They just keep getting better and better and better and better.
Checking those dates off, though, for 2020 to be over. 2020 sucks.
It does. And if you watched the last episode of Girlfriends Talk Show, you saw just how bad it sucked for us 2 weeks ago. But anyway, let's move on from that. We did give a question of the week last week.
Well, so the subject today is 2020 sucks, so how about some guilty pleasures?
So
And this is the best time to do it.
We did give a question of the week last week, and that was name 3 things that you wish you had in your hurricane prep kit. We had some very interesting answers, lots of engagement. Thanks for sending in your answers. But who won?
Karen BP won.
Another Karen?
Another
Another
Karen.
Karen.
But she's not a
The
Karen.
Karens
This
are
is a good
on
Karen.
fire, man. They are out.
This is a Karen that's not a Karen, I believe. But anyway, so in her hurricane prep kit, she would want a battery-operated fan.
That's a must.
She wanted a portable cell phone charger and more adult beverages. Not just adult
I
beverages.
think we all agree with that.
So, Karen, you're the winner. She already DM'd us, so because talked to her on Facebook, but she already DM'd us for her prize. So we do already have our question of the week posted on our Facebook page. So go to Girlfriends Talk Show with Shy and Kathy on Facebook. Like the page if you haven't already given us a thumbs up, and answer the question of the week because you can win a prize.
Absolutely. So, question of the day, which is something different that the side chicks like to launch. So, go ahead, side chicks. Give us your question of the day.
Who do I want to ask?
What is your most embarrassing purchase ever made? The most embarrassing purchase you've ever made.
The dumbest thing you ever bought.
Katie, how about you go first?
I feel like I bought some stupid things, but I think one of the dumbest would be, so in college, me and my roommates would go shopping together, grocery shopping, and we just split everything, right? And so it was like milk, eggs, bread, and then that's what we split.
Staples.
Yeah, and well, every time we went, for some reason, we needed more lights, and not just any kind of lights. Like, we got the light bulbs that you had the remote to, and you could change it to like party mode and change the colors.
That's
on
important.
it. And then we'd get the strips and we'd put it under every like counter.
So you ended up with a lot of lights.
And
So it was like a disco party at your house.
basically what it was
It's a
used
rave.
for is after we'd get home from the bar, we'd
full of fun.
continue partying in the house, and we'd invite friends over, and it was like a club in our house. And I mean, we got some use out of them until like they all started breaking in.
Hashtag priorities, man.
What about you, Kathy?
No. I'm going last.
Why? Are you embarrassed?
Nope.
She's
I'm not going to be
embarrassed.
embarrassed at all.
She's embarrassed. MK, what are
I just have to
What's
drink
your-
more
what's
wine
some of-
before
I
I
know,
show
everyone's
up.
being so
Shy?
secretive.
I've got a couple. Whenever I was married before, my ex-husband sent me to the pharmacy to pick up his Viagra prescription. That was very embarrassing. Because you know how other women look at women,
But beneficial for you, right?
No,
Not quite.
I mean you can't make 4.
Ooh, that's
inches
enough.
more.
That's enough.
Then there was, of course, wow. Still to this
I'll go
day,
after you now.
still to this day, buying like yeast infection medicine
Dude, it's embarrassing.
is so embarrassing.
It's so embarrassing.
Like,
I walk up to the counter like head down.
I can't, like, I still hide it in between other purchases before I get to the counter. It's
It
so
gives me a lot of
embarrassing.
anxiety.
I don't know. I make my husband go buy those for me.
Oh my God. Are you serious?
He's bought every pregnancy test I've ever taken since we were together. Yep, he knows what tampons, what pads, whatever. Yeah, he's He got it going
What a
on.
good
And I
man.
told him, I said, well,
Snaps
I
for
don't
Nolan.
really think it's that he's that good. I mean, I do appreciate it.
He's
but
just that scared?
No. I think what I told him was, hey, when you go buy these things, everybody knows this isn't for you. So there's no reason for you to be embarrassed.
Well, I mean, I
And
guess
he's
that's
like,
pretty
oh,
true.
yeah, you're right.
True. Okay.
So whatever. I mean, it just makes him look cool.
So what's your embarrassing purchases then?
So it's a toss-up between a Chia Pet or
Why did you buy Chia Pet?
because I really wanted to see if it
Better
worked.
yet, why did the millions and billions of people buy Chia Pets? Because that became
I
very
bought
popular.
it at the Walgreens. Whenever
Kathy,
they
who is Coco Chanel, bought a Chia Pet.
Where did you put it?
It was in my house. I mean, I did it like as an experiment with the boys.
Was it the Obama one?
No, it was just like the regular head. Like it was like
Obama
the
ones
regular
are my
head.
favorite.
Yeah, it was like the regular head. So it's like the
I like
toss
the
up
Bob
between the
Ross
Chia Pet or when I had to go buy bachelorette favors,
Oh, yes.
including penis and vagina straws,
Mm-hmm.
a rainbow vagina sucker for you,
Mhm.
and that's not the first time I've ever had to make those purchases, by the way. Anyway,
So
you know what? That's why those subscriptions are nice. They come to you in a brown box at your house.
Oh, my goodness.
Very confidential.
They are so far. MK, what about
Okay.
you?
Mine would also be something that came in a little brown box.
Yeah.
To your house.
And that's all I'm going to say.
Oh, my
That's
goodness.
not embarrassing, though, because it doesn't have, it's got your name on it, but it doesn't have who it's from. So nobody knows.
Yeah, well, it was
It's very discreet packaging.
So,
Yeah, it is.
yes. So, but the first time I went to a place and
yeah.
did it.
And that's a whole different story.
here in town, which was
Sketchy, to say the least.
That's, yeah. Sketch. All right. And those places always seem to be like in the bad parts of town.
yeah, and
You
they're
know what I
always
mean?
open 24/7, and you're
Yeah.
like, who is there
Well,
at 3
so
o'clock
weird.
in the morning?
Can answer
selling
that.
porn?
They-
And there's always a weird smell in them.
yeah.
Huh.
So, all right. So today's episode is
All about guilty pleasures.
guilty pleasures, which I think we just heard what MK's guilty pleasure is.
At least she's willing to admit it.
She's not too guilty about it.
You got to
Guilty,
take care of
guilty.
yourself.
Speaking of guilty pleasures, their drink, the Side Chicks drink of the day, is one of my guilty pleasures. We are not promoting this brand, even though I wish we could. But it is
It's super
champagne in a
bougie.
can. It is super, super bougie.
Champagne in a can.
has
And
a
it comes with a straw.
It's like a Capri Sun of champagne.
And the straw
Not
is
gonna lie, it's pretty
extendable.
cute.
Yeah, it's extendable because it has to reach the bottom of the little
Yeah.
4-ounce can.
Like Katie said, it's like those tampons.
Yes, it's
that
like the little
come out.
tampons, the
Yeah.
purse
Yeah.
tampons.
Look,
That's
they're,
awesome.
They're
Click 'em.
even
Champagne in a can is a guilty
Sorry, I
pleasure.
closed it.
Our producers have no idea what we're talking about when we talk about the extendable tampons.
No, they give us a weird.
There's a little straw on the side of it.
So
I don't
cute.
know
It's like a
if
little
you can-
Capri Sun.
As soon as I opened it, I was like, "Wow, I'm bougie."
And this
Yeah, you
box.
are.
Like my whole demeanor changed.
like a
One of
little
my
gift.
guilty pleasures.
I could definitely see you doing
But
that.
Shy, for the folks that don't know what a guilty pleasure is, tell us what it is, please.
Well, it's something that you enjoy that you're ashamed or possibly embarrassed of, something that you don't want to admit that you thoroughly enjoy. And boy, do I have some.
Lord have mercy. Okay, well, you're not the only one that has some. There's some celebrity guilty pleasures because, I did some research because that's what I do. Snoop Dogg loves watching The Great British Bake Off.
Dude, him and Martha Stewart are best.
Yeah, they are. It's the cutest thing I've ever
It
seen.
really is.
It's cuter than me and Shy. Even. 50 Cent loves One Direction.
That's
Really?
He loves to listen to their music. And they're admitting these things.
They're a guilty pleasure of mine.
It's your birthday.
No, that's not One Direction.
No, it's
It's
50
50
Cent.
Cent.
Yeah, I know, but he loves One Direction.
Right.
So why don't you sing that,
No,
Harry Styles?
I don't sing One Direction.
Jennifer Lawrence and Bryce Dallas Howard from The Help are actually my soul sisters because they love, their guilty pleasure is watching Keeping Up with the Kardashians, which, by the
Ugh.
way, 2020 killed, and the last season is
Thank God.
January of 2020.
Well, isn't it nice to know that you did keep up with the Kardashians?
I've literally kept up with them for
You did.
14 seasons.
You did it.
Yeah, I did.
You
You
kept up
watch
with
the
them.
girls grow.
I've watched
Into-
Kendall
I've
and
watched them
Kylie.
get lip
into
fillers.
monsters.
I've watched
and fill
Kylie's
their
face
asses.
completely change.
Well, and also
You've watched
Caitlyn
all of-
Jenner's face change.
Yeah.
Whoa.
You've
Other
watched
things.
all of
Yeah,
their
Caitlyn
butts
Jenner's
get
was
bigger.
like a huge. Didn't she have her own spinoff for a while?
Yeah, I didn't. I
All of their
watched it.
butts get bigger and their waists get
Yes.
smaller, and they swear there's no plastic surgery involved. Which I've never
No,
seen a
I don't-
normal person's physique look like that.
Mine is close.
No. I mean, you look good and all, Kathy, but this is pretty
they
extreme.
don't look good. They look extreme. That's what I'm saying.
It's like a Barbie. You know how you can
Yes.
take the
And they
Barbie
wear those
apart
waist
in the middle,
trainers.
No,
I
you
just feel like
can't
that's
take a
so
real Barbie
uncomfortable.
apart in the
and
middle.
then the hips are like this, and the waist is like.
It's true.
Anyway, so when we come back, we're gonna divulge in some of our guilty pleasures.
That's right. So what we're doing right now in the radio world is called the tease.
tease. So that's coming up. Hey, you! Yes, you! Watching or listening to this amazing podcast hosted by two of the most dynamic and brilliant women you'll ever meet.
Advertise with us and watch your business grow as big as our heads.
Seriously, hit us up at vault.news/contact and find out how affordable you can advertise on our show.
All right, we are back. Guilty pleasures. That's what we're talking about today. So everybody has them and everybody needs them.
And everybody is somewhat embarrassed to talk about them, which you
Because
shouldn't
that's why it's a guilty pleasure.
be. Why? Be
Hey, I
embarrassed?
actually enjoyed that sound, by the way.
I was waiting.
It sounds like popping bottles, but
It's
In a
popping
different-
cans, man.
champagne in a can. That's crazy.
It's amazing.
I mean, that's like when they came out with Bloody Marys in a can. That's
Now that is
so
not
weird.
okay, by the way. I tried it. It's
So
not
weird.
good. Now, sparkling wine in a can, endorsed. Bloody Mary in a can, not so much.
All right, so let's get into some guilty pleasures here.
Mm.
And I'm excited to hear
Let's jump
some of
right in.
y'all's answers. And those that are listening or watching, I need to hear what your guilty pleasures are too.
Yes.
So please go on our Facebook page and interact with us. Let us know what your guilty pleasures are.
That's actually the question of the week is what is your guilty pleasure?
So comment under that and let us know if you're not too embarrassed. And after you hear some of ours, I don't think you're going to be embarrassed anymore.
It will be.
So, MK, let's start with you.
Okay, I don't know when this started, probably at a young age, but one of my favorite things to do is eat like almost a full course meal in the bathtub while I bathe.
Nice.
I love that.
That
I-
actually
and
is
I
fun.
but when I do it, I
I've
go
done that a
all out.
couple
Like I
times.
set up my iPad, put on a movie, and then I like put candles going.
Shut up, because I think my
do
bath,
bubble bath, like
my
hardcore
bath gets cold
bubbles.
because I'm in there for
So-
so long. I need to do that.
When you drop things or get your mouth dirty, do you just like take the water and
Sure.
wash your face?
Why not?
Ugh.
And you can always drain and then
Yeah,
Add
that's right.
water.
more water.
What if
Yeah.
you drop a
Spaghetti.
piece of chicken or spaghetti noodle
Spaghetti
in
should
there?
go out.
Well,
throw it.
I never eat like crazy foods in the bathtub. Like I'm not like
No, like
cutting a steak.
Lo
on my lap.
mein.
Can you
You're eating like
imagine?
Taco
Like
Bell.
floating.
Like
Yeah,
Taco Bell.
like sushi is one of my favorites
I love it.
because it's the
You
sushi
just-
I
yeah.
get. Yeah, it's just like easy, you
Mhm.
know. And have to have a
Bite-sized.
drink. some sort of a drink.
Interesting.
But I get
It's
like
actually
all
really
ready.
nice.
It's like very therapeutic. Like I
Freaking
get
love
it
that.
all ready.
I love to eat naked too, but not in the bathtub.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll sit at the table
I
naked.
used to do homework in the bathtub.
My brother did too. He would get
Really?
bad migraines, and he would have to like take baths to like in, you know, whatever.
Wow.
So he would do his homework.
All right, Katie, what about yours?
I don't know. I have a couple, so I kind of exposed myself on accident with me DMing Alex Cooper from Call Her Daddy when I'm drunk. That's a favorite of mine.
That
you
now,
DM,
let me
like-
say, can I just qualify this by
Instagram.
saying that drunk guilty pleasures are different than
Sometimes
sober
I'm not
guilty
drunk.
pleasures?
Okay, it's like an all the time thing. Sometimes when I feel like she needs to hear something.
So this is another
I've-
podcast.
yes.
Yeah.
And whenever she starts asking questions, you go on and you like messenger like you know her.
No, not even when not even like when I'm listening to it, but like if something happens and I'm like, ooh, Alex would like that.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh my god.
I just had
We're on
a
a
daddy
first name.
moment.
It's
We're
so
on a
cute.
first name basis. And so I'll just like send her a little Instagram DM.
Okay, but what's your other one? Because that's my favorite.
So sometimes when I'm at home, especially during the week, you know, I'll drink some wine with my mom and then she'll go to bed, but I'm still kind of up. I'm like, oh, well, I still have a little while before I have to go to bed. I will learn TikTok dances and make TikToks in my room with my
Alone.
wine by myself.
I love that. It's kind of sad, but it's kind of
She
not.
told us that last night, and I was like, that makes so much sense.
I could see her doing that.
Because she comes into work ready, like she like mastered this dance, and I'm like, when is she when is she learning this?
When I'm
And
drinking wine.
last night when she told me that, it all clicked. I was
Clicked.
like, oh,
That's what you do.
practice. Like,
Mm.
you
I get a tutorial on TikTok
Yeah,
and I
it
do the
makes so
tutorial
much
for a
sense.
while, and then I will do different takes. So because I like to see
You know, there's
my
a lot of
progress.
people that do that. They don't just turn those TikTok videos on and boom, they know it.
No.
They sit there and do that privately.
But I
in the mirror.
recommend
They have
drinking
to.
before.
Some people get it
because that
like,
is-
quickly. It's like the girls that were cheerleaders that got the dance like right away.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's
You
not
just
me.
watch it and be like,
It's not me at all.
5, 6, 7, 8.
That's
Yeah,
how I was.
no.
But when you put some wine in me, I don't know.
Okay.
It takes
Well,
a minute.
And yours?
I don't know. I mean, mine are not that exciting.
Well,
I love chocolate Teddy Grahams, but I love them for a very specific reason.
I
And
know
they are
this.
a
We all
massive,
know why you love them.
a massive guilty pleasure.
She loves to eat the ears off.
I eat the ears off. I eat the legs off. Then I eat their little arms, and then their head, and then their little
She was
Their little
chubby
bodies.
tummy.
she would be sitting on my couch like this,
Science.
like a little rabbit. Nya, nya, nya. Nya, nya, nya. And I'm like, it's a tiny Teddy Graham. Like I don't even know what
I
you're
eat
chewing on.
fistfuls of them.
Y'all, I've been doing this.
It's got like 10
I've
minutes
been-
to eat one.
I know. I've been doing this since college. When I get really super stressed out, if you ever see me with chocolate Teddy Grahams, it's because I am maxed. Like
I
it's
mean,
like it's bad.
She's the only person I know that can
A
get
stress reliever.
6 to 8 bites out of one Teddy Graham.
I do
Like,
that
who
with
does
Three
that?
Musketeers. Like I eat the chocolate off first. And then
Well, everyone does that with peanut M&Ms too. You eat the chocolate around it.
Oh
and
no,
then-
I do not
I
do
don't
that.
like
I just
peanut
put it in my
M&Ms.
mouth. All right. Secondly, so I enjoy binge watching Nashville with my best friend.
That is kind
Right
of
here.
It's gotten to where it's kind of embarrassing.
Yeah,
Because
we
it's
wasted a lot of our weekend.
a
this
lot
past
of
weekend.
time.
like hours and hours.
I mean, and I'm still wasting hours of my day. Like I haven't gone grocery shopping. Still,
You could click list, and that would.
I
be easy.
haven't done a whole lot of. I haven't even paid
That
my
Kroger
bills.
commercial that we watched over and over, binge
Where-
watching Nashville didn't help.
Or
Third
Flow Rider
thing,
just
and you
totally
guys aren't
sold
gonna
out.
believe this, but it's okay because I'm not going to prove it to you either. I enjoy sexting.
What?
love
way.
that.
It's a guilty pleasure.
Love
No way.
that.
What? Have you ever done that?
But I
while
was
I'm there
shamed.
and I didn't know it.
I don't think so.
Oh my god,
It's private.
That's hot.
that's weird,
I want to get into that.
It's a guilty pleasure.
Kathy.
It's pretty fun.
Who? I mean, obviously you. But does Nolan sext back?
No, he just leaves
just
it,
don't tell
he just
me.
leaves it hanging.
Oh my god! No, oh
Like,
my
what
god!
time do you
Leaves
normally?
what
Is this like a
hanging?
morning thing, or if like?
It's whenever the
I
mood strikes
can't.
me.
I can't even.
It's a guilty pleasure, man.
So you're telling me sometimes, like at work, like I'll walk up to your cube and
no,
no.
When you're smiling at a text, that's what it is.
sometimes.
Oh God! I
Sometimes.
can't. I just can't. I don't know why it's so hard for me to visualize you and Nolan like
You don't
like
have
that.
to. That is disgusting. You don't have to visualize that.
Well, but
and I
sometimes you
didn't
just
say
can't
it was
help it.
Nolan.
Oh my God! Now there's the real guilty pleasure,
It's not always no.
and it's not me.
That is not the
It's
truth.
me, Charlotte.
That was you set it up. I knocked it down.
I just threw my phone on that one. I was going to move it, and then you said that, and it just flew.
Oh my gosh! I think we have a show tease right there.
Shy.
All
Go
right.
ahead.
So I have a few, and I'm gonna let y'all pick out your favorite one, and I'll describe it in more depth. I'm
Let me move back.
I'm
So
stuttering because
Your
it's
little
kind of
tiny
embarrassing.
notebook. Like your little.
I do. I put it on here.
It's a little detective notebook.
Yeah.
It is. I keep it in my
You
pocket.
look like a hall monitor.
Sure.
Buying tickets.
So I do love to like snoop relationships on Facebook. So there's certain people that I know that break up and get back together constantly.
And I enjoy your updates, by the way.
And I send them to my friends. Like I screenshot and send, oh, they're back together. Oh, they're apart.
they're broken up.
But the little memes and the little like inspiration quotes that they put that are like directed towards each other like really fire me up. Like I love that.
Yes.
Anyway, I'll update you on the one we've been talking about later.
Oh my God, are they back together?
Yes.
Yes. 2020 has
never
struck
wanna end up
and
on that
been
list.
destructive and struck. And thank goodness they're back. Maybe.
Also, I like when I watch shows that I really like Nashville. And I really like and kind of compare myself to a certain character.
Do you really?
I live that out in real life.
What?
I do. Like
How exactly
Oh
do
my
you
God, I
live
did
that
not
out?
know that.
You need to watch Yellowstone
I do. Well, yeah, I do.
and relate to Beth because I want to see you live.
Well,
out
I'm not
life.
that badass, but
Do you really do that?
You channel that
I do.
energy.
Like-
Who
Who's
are
the last
you?
one
Wait,
that you
hang on.
did?
Who are you on Nashville?
of course I'm Raina James. And I'm like trying to figure out what record label I'm gonna do and go under, and like
No, you have your own record label.
I do
now.
have my own record label on. But so yeah, I just kind of play things out, you know, like
Oh my
as if
God.
I'm in that world. That's kind of what I do. It just
life is
makes
a
me
movie.
I
happy.
did not know this.
I know, because this is my. I'm in.
It's your
I'm
guilty
letting you know
pleasure.
my secrets. All right, I'll give y'all some more.
Well, I just gave you
Um,
mine.
I love to pop blackheads, not zits, blackheads, and I
I can
love to
understand.
watch blackheads being popped.
I can understand.
Like that
I
is
fell down a rabbit hole of
amazing.
Dr. Pimple Popper.
amazing. I love that. I love listening to songs over and over and over that are catchy, so I can learn
Like WAP?
every.
The
I can- no.
words?
So I can learn every word to it, so I can sing it in front of somebody, and they're like, "Yes, she knows every word."
That's my favorite
She must
thing
be
to
good.
do.
See,
And
I
Andrew
did that.
gets so annoyed. He's like, "You listen to the same 5 songs," and I'm like, "Yeah, but I can sing them.
I
Right.
did that in the 6th
I can
grade.
sing
though.
along with it. I don't have to make up words."
when you can go to a bar and karaoke a song and know every word, that makes you a
What's
star.
Up by Four Non Blondes.
That's why I'm a star. because
Shoop, like Salt and Pepper, that's me.
Super Freak by Rick James. Hello.
See?
Gangster's
Guilty pleasure.
Paradise is another one.
I'm
Nice.
a Britney Spears kind of
Okay, why do you have more
couple
guilty
more. I got
pleasures
a
than
couple more.
everyone else? Seriously.
Because, man, this is like my deal.
Oh.
So I love to dance by myself with nobody watching, just to see in front of a mirror,
Well-
just to see how I look when I do it.
Strange.
So that when I'm somewhere, I know that I don't look really stupid.
I've never
Or, like, don't
ever
do that.
seen you dance, really. Except for like at your cousin's wedding.
Yeah.
I have never seen you dance.
I can get
And we
down.
have been to bars together.
Well,
like,
The older I get, the more ridiculous I look with the way that I dance. So I don't. And I know that by doing these privately in front of a mirror.
okay.
private lessons.
Well,
Yeah.
so I've got everybody's guilty pleasures broken down by horoscope, if you'd like to know what those are.
Mm-hmm.
Because I did some
Absolutely.
research, because that's who I am. So Shy is a Sagittarius, all right? You crave independence and excitement.
I do. Yes.
She does.
See.
So part of this is right. When she is stuck at home, she still wants to satisfy her itch for adventure.
Mm-hmm. I
But you do this by curling up with a good book.
Oh my God. That's so not me.
Either
Never
graphic
in my
or
life.
romance
I
novel.
feel like the adventure would be dancing in your room by yourself.
No, wait, hang on.
Finding a good blackhead.
So Kathy is a Gemini. That's me. I'm a Gemini. I'm the life of the party, and I always need to be in the know.
Yes.
Well,
yes, you do.
And I am I'm going to be up longer than anybody else. So that means I'm obsessed with celebrities,
Yes.
reading gossip magazines, and watching entertainment news.
That is so you.
I know.
I love
That's
some
the most
e-news.
accurate. So Katie is a Virgo. So Katie is hardworking and frugal. It says she can also be a bit dull, but I'm like, not
see
that
that.
one, not that Virgo, but she's on the cusp. So
I'm on the cusp of
anyway,
Libra.
she loves music and dancing at home alone to your favorite tunes. So that's what I'm saying. You got a little Virgo in you,
Yeah, maybe.
Well, I
Saggy.
got a little.
I have had a little
My
version.
TikTok dances prove
And
that
MK
might be right.
MKs are Libra, so Geminis and Libras are actually little cross signs. Anyway, so you like peace and harmony.
Yeah. Hardcore, yeah.
And you love shopping. You love buying little presents for yourself.
I do love buying little presents, but when I think shopping, I think clothes, and that
No,
stresses me
it's
out.
like buying little presents for yourself.
Going to Michael's.
Like little skeleton, things. Exactly.
Just like doing that.
So if you believe in horoscopes, then check yours out and see what,
What website did you go to find
I have
this?
no idea.
Oh,
I'm
my
not going to
gosh.
cite sources right now.
All right. Well,
Google it.
Well, I will cite
Google
a
it.
source right now. Urban Dictionary word of the day.
no, give
Tell
it to
us.
me.
This is the Urban Dictionary is my source. Sorority squat. Do you guys know what that is?
I can only imagine.
It's not a
I
sexual
know.
position.
I've seen you
I hate it
do
so
this.
much.
I hate myself for doing it every time someone puts a camera in my face.
I've
I don't
seen
feel
Kathy
guilty.
do it so many times, and I'm like, why
like
are
the-
they squatting
the
to
hands
take
on
a
the
picture?
knees.
Do they not
Push the
know
shoulders down.
that
Yep.
it's like when people try to take a group picture and the few come in the middle to squat or in the front to squat? It's like you do realize that the whole thing is going to be shown on the picture, right? So you look stupid by squatting.
It depends on how, what the camera angle is. So it's because you have to take so many group pictures, and when you're in a sorority, that you learn what your angles are, and if you're a good squatter, if you're short, or if you're too tall.
Y'all do realize how dumb you look squatting and laughing to the side.
Actually,
and
I think we look super
holding your
Do
knees.
you know
We
how
look
many
really
fake
cute.
laughing pictures I've taken in my life?
That
I
makes
think
me
we look
cringe
cute.
Like bridesmaids last night.
I think if I was ever in a sorority, and that would probably be my breaking point, is the picture.
No, you just stand up in the back, and you'd be fine.
No, because I would tell the girls that are squatting, y'all look stupid. Could
No,
you
you
just
wouldn't.
stand up?
You
Well,
would-
there's
you
like
can't.
150
Exactly,
of y'all,
you
so
can't. Somebody's gotta
actually
squat.
Some do have.
Some
to.
people have to squat.
Well,
That's-
And that
no,
makes
So
sense.
there's like
if
a-
there's,
there's
if
like
it's
a
like
what?
layers.
But then
of
There's a
people.
kneeling row, there's a squatting row, and there's a standing row.
But
So
when
put
there's
chairs.
two of you in a picture,
no,
and
some people
you
do
are,
have
like,
chairs.
Oh, yeah, that's so ridiculous.
It's
my
because
favorite is
You're
my favorite is the
programmed.
holding hands.
So the sorority, I love that one. Sorority
Or
squat.
making your sign.
It's only because Katie and I were both in sororities that we're defending this. That's it. So sorority squat is typically performed by sorority sisters immediately prior to a picture where one or more participants slightly bend their knees and lean on their calves with their arms regardless of whether or not people are behind them in the photo. Possibly used to accentuate their booty. No way. Although scientists have
I would think cleavage.
Although scientists have still yet not found the origin or purpose of this tribal ritual,
The purpose.
much discussion has been devoted to its
Tribal.
research.
They really called it
All
a
by men.
tribal ritual.
This is the Urban Dictionary, dude. Somebody just put that up there, and it's the Urban Dictionary. All right, why don't you girlfriend tip of the day?
Girlfriend
Instead
tip of the day.
Tease it.
Don't tease it.
We're gonna tip it right now.
Do not be ashamed of your guilty pleasure. I mean, I just divulged in all my craziness. Everybody else did too. Don't be ashamed of it. As
I'm
a matter
not.
of fact, why don't you tell us what they are?
You know what I'm gonna do next? I'm gonna go ahead and eat Teddy Grahams and sex at the same time.
Oh my God.
Ooh, two
What
at
a
one.
night.
That's
What a
terrible.
night.
Two at one.
That's terrible.
I don't want to drink and end up DMing Alex Cooper and making TikTok videos in my room, but it may happen.
Well, DM
Well,
your
rude.
guilty pleasures. Even if
Mhm.
they're juicy, it doesn't matter. And of course,
Actually, if they're juicy,
Especially if they're
juicy.
We want to know.
if you can top ours, please do. We'd
No,
love to hear
I
about
think
it.
there are a lot of people that probably can't.
Anyway, don't be guilty, but always stay girlfriend.